Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading ETFs for the coming week. This is going to be for the week of September 8th, 2014. Got a very muted day here where we had a post-holiday week where we're essentially really not gaining any ground on the week. So we're essentially just trying to reset levels here. Right now in the spiders, the Qs, the diamonds, all the majors holding pat here. No signals, average volume, and not a lot of movement today. Pretty much winding up the week where we opened more or less. A little more action within the individual sectors. Friday, we're having a pretty strong session here. We've got some upside indications. As you can see, we do have a complete absence of any locked-in sell-side indications. PPH is trading good volume today, and even though that doesn't have a signal associated with, keep an eye on that. The IBB, same way. Recouped a pretty good drop. Oil services, the OIH, also is trading some good volume, and the energy names have been very volatile. Admittedly trendless, but very volatile. So keep an eye on those for next week to see if they can start to develop some sort of a bias. As far as the commodities go, mostly lower volume here. We do have a downside CPS in the oil USO ETF, so that would be something to watch for next week. As far as the bonds go, leveling off here. A little bit of weakness today. TLT today is down. We've been down all week. This is the one thing that is moving. The ECB obviously had a little more effect on the bonds than the overall equities. Moving on to the foreign names, you can see we're stacked up here decently to the buy side. Maybe about 1 out of every 2 is on the buy side. So definitely looking to the buy side. Contra candles here in the EWU, the Japan, and the EFA. So we're a little bit lower on the day, but trading out above the day's open. And we've got an outright upside CPS on the China following FXI. Moving on to the specials, no surprise here that there's not a lot of signals since the overall market has been so flat this week. URE showing some good volume, but doesn't have a signal. SRS and DOG both have a pretty good volume. Are trading a bit lower. FXP might be the one to watch that has volume and also does have a downside CPS with it. Okay, here's a look at our watch list. A couple things to be aware of. Taking a look at the majors up top here. These are the broad-based ETFs. You see in the exhaustion phase here of the Comer phase, we're looking at a couple of pretty high numbers here. We're 10 bars up or more in the spiders, the Qs, the diamonds, and the MDY mid caps. So those could all fire next week with exhaustion warnings. So definitely keep an eye on those and watch your bar counts there. Go drilling down to the individual sectors. The KRE is getting close, very, very close on the aggressive seeker. A little bit further away still on the standard seeker, and even further away yet on the Comer. The XLF is also getting close to an exhaustion here, as is the XLV, and those are both in the Comer study. So those are both something that could potentially lock in this week. So keep an eye on those. Everything else is fairly far away, and none of the startup phases are particularly close to finishing, except for perhaps the XLU, which is 6 bars along in the count. Could lock in 9 bars next week. So that's where we stand for this coming week. Hope you will have good trading next week. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.